The camera he got to film this is stolen from like a film school in Germany. Like
No!
Yes.
No, Craig! Stop.
So like when they're in the rapids, you're like, I think that boat might actually be stuck in the rapids. Like
Right.
I think that's a real thing. And the other scene that got me, like again, you could probably list every scene in this movie for this. It's like at the very beginning, which is a gorgeous shot of them hiking over the mountains. And it's this
there's some really cool shots in this movie.
There's this pan down where you see them like descending the mountain, and then it pans down and like up close they're coming back up because like that's just how it is. But they cut to this really quick shot of like this this wicker cage basically careening off the side of the mountain, and there's a chicken in it. And you go, like there's part of me which was like maybe they threw a cage with a live chicken down a mountain for the shot, but maybe they just dropped it and they happened to catch it falling. Either way, I think we just saw a real chicken die.
Yeah, there's no disclaimer off the top of this movie, like, and no animals were harmed in the filming.
No. There is no, the Humane Society has like said this is good. Like, again, real danger.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like there's probably a doctor on set, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It does. And I think that's why it's such an interesting watch. Because it feels like actors that are in a documentary.
Yes. Like I have subjected you to this and also do lines.
Right. It really does feel that way.
And
well, with all this information, you're really everything's starting to make sense now.
I know.
Everything's starting to come together.
Well, and I watched this movie and one thing I left with was I feel as though this is a more interesting movie to talk about than it is to watch.
Yeah. No, I think so. Yes.
Yes. I'm glad I have watched it because now I can talk about it.
Now I can talk about it.
And by the way, we should mention why we chose this
so
one.
Important, actually. This is very funny.
Because like part of me was like, listen, if we're going to be watching all these movies, part of me is like, I want to know who Werner Herzog is. I know who he is, but I've never seen any of his movies.
Right.
Maybe I should check off a few of the should watches.
Yeah.
You know, like we've done we haven't done Casablanca, but we've done
although
Citizen
I have
Kane.
seen that.
We've done Citizen Kane, right?
Which I will never watch again in my life. Fucking hated that movie.
But it's a check mark on the shoulda watched, right?
It's my favorite thing to say. I fucking hated Citizen Kane.
That's fine.
It's so fun.
But I was like, let's check off a Werner Herzog.
Sure,
like which one should I do? And this is like Tuesday of the week that we recorded this. We're on the subway and we're just like crowded. Like it's crowded in there. We're sitting next to each other and we're discussing what movie we want to do. And I was like, I think in like maybe this Werner Herzog movie or something else. And this guy leans in and he goes, "Excuse me, are you guys talking about Werner Herzog?"
It felt like it was...
And we're like, yeah. And he's got like a baseball hat on that has like letterbox on it. And he's just like, just so you know, Gire, the Wrath of God is like my favorite movie. I will probably watch that once a day in high school. And we're like, oh,
well, solved.
Yeah,
mystery solved.
That's the one we're gonna do. He's like, yeah, he introduced himself. He followed us online.
He was like, he's like, I work at TIFF. I work at the TIFF.
It's so interesting. He's like that, or the Fitzcarlo, which is him hauling a boat over a mountain once again in the Amazon, once again with Klaus Kinski. And the clip I sent you to the YouTube clip of Werner Herzog talking is about that movie.
Interesting.
But where he's like, and that is maybe...
Nature hits back.
Nature hits back.
I love that line. I just think that's so awesome.
There's fornication and like the jungle. I respect it, but I do not love it. Like,
it does sound like something Daft Punk would sample.
100%. If you don't know who Werner Herzog is, just go and Google Werner Herzog talks about the jungle on YouTube, and you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
It's like the fornication and and he's so serious about it. And you go, and that's like the second or third movie he's filmed in the rainforest.
Right.
And he feels this way about it.
Good.
Is wild.
It's fascinating. He's
Right.
absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
Because there are people the people that I think really tickle my brain the most are people that are doers with no filter. They go, I only have, that's, when I look at a man like that, I go, you only have forward motion.
Yeah.
He's going. Okay, and come or not, but that's where I'm going. That's the vibe I kind of catch off this man.
Yes.
It's people that are like, these are my thoughts, and so here are my thoughts, and I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to ask myself, because I think I find them so fascinating because it's so different from what I do,
Yeah.
which is look at every angle and go, what could happen?
And always self-doubt.
And yeah. Self-doubts and going, oh my goodness, like, oh, that could be embarrassing, or something bad could happen, or somebody could die on a raft. Okay, like I'm not making that because somebody's dying on a raft in my head. Okay, I can't do that. But there are people out here that just go, no, but what if it works?
And yes, and just do it.
And then just do it. And that's their only thought is it'll work.
And it's like, and he has the thing about stealing the camera. He goes, I had a right to that camera because I needed to make art. You know,
So
like I
funny.
didn't think of it as stealing because I needed that to make my art.
See, and I like that.
Yes.
And I think it's absolutely batshit insane, but I love it.
And I needed to go to Peru with that camera and absolutely jeopardize the lives of everybody on set.
Mm-hmm.
Not least of which was so a third of the budget went to hiring Klaus Kinski, the main actor.
Really? Was he in a bunch of stuff before that, or
German actor.
Okay.
Werner Herzog had apparently like boarded with him at some point, like, so they knew each other. But let's just talk about Klaus Kinski. This was like kind of a comeback for him because
then why does he get the third of the budget?
Because he is a one. I think it's a very low budget movie.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, no, you already cleared that. Valid.
But two, Klaus Kinski is a diagnosed psychopath.
Oh, dude, I so believe that because it's in his eyes.
It's
There's
in his
something
eyes.
chilling.
Had been committed to an institution which had for psychopathy.
What happened? Was there an inciting incident, or was it just like
I think
general?
he's just nuts. I think he's just like
nuts.
I'm sure it's been documented somewhere.
Okay.
But like violent towards people and like whatever. And that really hurt his ability to get
that's his
hired
art.
for things. For his art. Yes. And this movie, you read about it, and there was a huge disagreement between Klaus Kinski and Werner Herzog about how Aguirre should be played. And Klaus Kinski wanted to be a raving lunatic, like screaming.
Yeah, okay.
And Werner Herzog's like, no, it's more of like a quiet.
I think he's right.
Because
right. It is. He's way scarier. He'd be way less scary if he was yelling.
And you know how he got that performance out of Klaus Kinski? He just provoked him until he was so tired of ranting and raving, and then filmed the scene. But Klaus Kinski shot a gun into a tent of like sound people who were working on the movie because they were being too loud, like crew members. He shot a live gun into them. One crew member lost the tip of his finger.
No.
Yes.
No.
Because he
All right, I'm pulling back on my like a little bit. I'm pulling back.
Right?